Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Myself Dr. Sumeet Patil, and I make videos upon English literature. And up till now I have posted several videos wherein Anglo-Norman period, wherein I made a series of videos from Anglo-Norman period to postmodern age, as well as history of English literature and so many things. But today I am making this video upon the title, that is literary devices used in English literature. Now why I am making this video is, yesterday I got a comment that please make a video upon literary devices in a detailed way. So I will try my best to highlight the literary devices, most famous, and 10 literary devices I have chosen, and I will highlight about those literary devices in this video. So to begin with, the first and the foremost thing, now what is literary device? The meaning of literary device is, it is used by people such as writers in their novels, and a literary device is essentially a technique which is used by a writer which adds substance or an effect to the text they are writing, and it is used to help the reader to create a more detailed image of what is happening within the writing, and is employed often in various types of written works. This can include works of fiction, poetry, song, and non-fiction pieces, amongst others. There are many other different types of literary devices. Some are used more often than others, but each one has its own effect on the writing and is used in a specific way. And now to talk about why writers use these literary devices. Now the reason behind that is, as I mentioned previously, that a literary device is used to paint a picture for the reader, and they can add an effect such as sarcasm, rhythm, or detail to a piece of writing, as well as creating many other effects which further pull the reader in to read the book, novel, short story, poem, etc. or drama. And the second reason is, they are a great way to assist the reader in gaining a deeper understanding of what is being said and in the writing, and are also used as a way to emphasize a point or to make it more clear. Many literary devices are put in place in order to convey certain information, especially if the writer wishes to do in a more creative fashion or more creative way, therefore making the text more appealing and interesting to the reader. And the final reason is, literary devices are an excellent way for the writers to make their readers connect with the character within a story on a much more profound level, and they can create a deeper meaning to these characters and their situations. Now coming back to the literary devices. Now here I would be highlighting 10 literary devices, mostly which are used by famous writers or authors in English literature. Now the first is alliteration. Now what is alliteration? Alliteration is a feature wherein there is a repetition of vowels or consonants that are placed close to each other. Now the example is Peter, Piper, and a pickled pepper. Now this is an example, and the second example is, she sells seashells by the seashore, and big bears bowl brashly through the bush. This is an example of alliteration. Now the second is metaphor. Now what is metaphor? Metaphor is a less direct form of comparison of two things with similarities and without the use of signals. Now the example of metaphor is, the singer is truly a shining star. Now here the singer is highlighted, or singer is compared to the shining star because that singer is too famous or much appreciated by the people who listen to that singer and her or his songs. And the next example is, she has a heart of a stone. Now here the author is telling us about the character that she has a heart of stone, means that person is too cruel or too harsh on other people. Now the reason behind that may be several reasons, but here the literary device used is metaphor. Now, and coming to the next point, that is personification. Now personification means representing an inanimate object or idea as if it has human like characteristics. Now the example is, whispering winds or sound. Now the example here is that when you hear the sound of wind or rain and the things which are given characteristics of human to that in human or animated subjects. Then coming to the next point, the next type of literary device, that is hyperbole, wherein hyperbole means it deliberates exaggeration in claims or statements, often impossible and basically going way over. Run faster than the wind is an example. Now we cannot run more faster or too faster than the wind. It is the hyperbole. And then coming to the alliteration. Alliteration means features of a repetition of vowel, as I right now told you. Then coming to the next kind of literary device, that is simile. Simile means it is a direct comparison of two things which have something in common, such as signals, using signals such as and like, as dark as the night. And then analogy. Analogy means drawing similar aspects between two things by explaining one idea using the other. Example is, a book to mind is what whetstone to sword. And then euphemism. Euphemism is substituting a word or phrase that is considered negative with something less negative. Died against, pass away. Now the example is, the dearly departed parents were sadly missed at Christmas. That is, the parents of that person has passed away and they are utterly missed during the Christmas. And then antithesis. Antithesis means a device featuring words or phrases which meanings are opposite in order to send a singular message. Small man, large shadow, which usually happens in the evening when the sun is about to set and our shadow is too large. And then imagery. Imagery is guiding a reader or listener to render a mental image through vivid descriptions such as sands, rocks, little pools of water. And then metonymy. Metonymy means utilization of a concept to refer to another concept that can be closely associated with it. Wheels against car. Now here when we pronounce or when we use car, instead of that wheels are used in a sentence or anywhere. Then irony. Irony means a statement which is true, which true meaning is the opposite of its surface meaning, making it a tricky or tricky literary device. Saying nice weather during a storm. And the another example is, the firefighter went out for tea and cakes, and while they were away, the fire station burned to the ground. This is an example of that. Onomatopoeia. Using words that the sound exactly like the sound it represents. It literally means imitating the sound, that is boom, pow, whoom, bang, etc. And the example is, the wind whispered through the woods. And another example is, my dog barked and snarled at the burglar. And finally, to conclude this video, I would like to tell you that there are several writers, or there are several authors who used these literary techniques in their writings. And with this I conclude this video, and I urge you all that please make sure that you share this video as much as possible with your friends who like literature as much as you do. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the red button there, and don't forget to click the notification bell icon so that you will get the upcoming videos of my video. And that's it for today. Please comment below what all things you have liked and what all things you have disliked. Thank you so much.